set on staying. We haven't really had that storm. I grew up down here, and everyone said that storm was coming, and it never really hit that hard except for Wilma, and I went through that, and that was Category 3. This is something we've never experienced before, and so there's a lot of people new to Florida here. So that is why I think we're hearing the governor and other state officials really plead with people to listen, and you got some people that are Miami-Dade for life, and they just say they're going to stay in their homes because they've ridden everything, including Andrew, but we'll see, Sean.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. I know there are weather warriors out there. I know that they think they can ride this out. Listen, from the bottom of my heart, I urge you, don't worry about the property. Make sure you
I went through that, and that was Category 3. This is something we've never experienced before, and so there's a lot of people new to Florida here. So that is why I think we're hearing the governor and other state officials really plead with people to listen. And you got some people that are Miami-Dade for life, and they just say they're going to stay in their homes because they've ridden everything, including Andrew, but we'll see, Sean.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. I know there are weather warriors out there. I know that they think they can ride this out. Listen, from the bottom of my heart, I urge you, don't worry about the property. Make sure you protect your lives and your family, please.
Fury, awe-inspiring and terrifying.
Two nuclear power plants. This is scary. They're in the direct path of this massive storm.
Buildings, homes, hotels wiped away. And there are new images emerging tonight from the British Virgin Islands. They are stunning. Irma has left a trail of devastation there. Nothing left of the homes on this hillside.
Even homes built to national standards can come apart in just 100-mile-per-hour winds.
Local officials are asking people to gather supplies for at least 7 days and be prepared to go without power.
9 million people may lose power.
The Virgin Islands, laid to waste and now dealing with serious flooding. In St. Martin, cars strewn about like toys, trees stripped bare of their leaves. French and Dutch military part of an international aid operation. Turks and Caicos, St. Bart's and St. John, the picture's almost apocalyptic. At least 21 now dead, among them a 2-year-old boy swept away by waters in Barbuda, where a shocking 95% of homes no longer stand.
For those waiting, the fear is real.
This is huge. It's really huge. And then, these surges by the beach, the water's going to come up really high. You get trapped in your homes. It's really scary.
Images from the Caribbean in the wake of Irma tell a story of paradise lost. Islands like Barbuda and St. Martin are decimated.
University of Maryland wind tunnel researchers recreate hurricane-force winds.
This is now a Category 1 storm, 80 miles per hour. We're looking at some damage to unanchored mobile homes, trees, and shrubs. This is now a Category 2 storm, 100-mile-per-hour winds. There is no way you can stand in this. Significant damage to roofs, to windows. This is now a Category 3, 115 miles per hour. The wind is pulling my cheeks and my skin back. Anything that isn't tied down would be uprooted and torn from its foundation.
After just a few minutes in Cat 3 winds last year, the engineers said enough.
It's just absolutely exhausting to stand in those kinds of winds.
Overnight, the major hurricane battering Turks and Caicos on its march toward the U.S. mainland.
I'm scared as hell about my house.
It's a race against time now in South Florida and beyond.
I get the feeling this is the way it's going to
with hundreds of thousands of residents ordered out.
There is a very different mood in South Florida around this storm. In previous storms, there'd be some braggadocio about sticking it out, riding it out. There is a real palpable fear here when you talk to people. People who haven't left in previous storms are leaving this time around. There is a fear because of what people have seen already from this storm. A death toll that right now stands at 23, but continues to rise throughout the day, and the utter destruction it has already caused in the Caribbean, making some islands uninhabitable. So people are afraid if this storm does indeed hit South Florida as a Category 4. They know what that means here. They've been through it in the past. It could mean down tree lines, down power lines, roofs ripped off of houses, exterior walls ripped off. So we're already seeing people go into shelters at this early time. People are taking this seriously, and they are afraid, John.
It is so quiet behind you. The people who've been told to evacuate, have they already gotten out of town?
We've seen entire neighborhoods just turn into ghost towns within the last 24 hours. We could see an evacuation of more than 1.2 million people. And that evacuation, the window to get out, is narrowing each hour.
Was a miss, now has models shifting this way.
We're not as far away from the center as we had originally thought.
Grace and Frank Mazzarella scrambling to finish storm preps on Sanibel Island.
My family wants us out of Florida totally, but that's a little bit difficult to do right now with traffic. Airlines are all booked up.
Officials going door to door to make sure residents, especially the most vulnerable, weren't lulled into a sense of security.
I'm just thinking about my family, my life, hopefully.
The biggest issue here may be the storm surge, a wall of water coming ashore, leaving all of these low-lying homes underwater. Search and rescue teams are ready for anyone who doesn't get out in time.